Hi everyone, Marella here. Long time no chat. Well, those of you who kind of follow me on my blog on Instagram know that there's been quite a long time when I was a little bit sick. I mean, nothing hyper serious, but between flus and chest infections and colds and something that lasted altogether over 4 weeks, I was a little flat out in terms of taking any kinds of videos. I know I promised a video on mudra stamps. I am now on the creative team, or I designed for an Indian company called Mudra Craft Stamps, and I promised a little video of my insights into the company and the stamps that they offer. I will do it hopefully in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. If I don't do it before the weekend, hopefully next week for sure. But fingers crossed nothing unusual happens and I'll be able to do that video for you. And in the meantime, I just have a little happy haul video. I thought I'd just take a few snaps here of the little haul that I got. As you also hopefully know, I decided that 2017 is not going to be a year of a lot of hauls. So I'm trying to be really good, and I'm trying to close my eyes whenever a new release comes out. On a more serious note, basically I'm just trying to use the stash that I have. And last year when we were moving from Ireland to Helsinki, I didn't have access to my craft room for over 3 months, but I was still making very small orders, but here and there I was making a few orders. So I never really managed to catch up on this. I won a few prizes in the meantime. I was a little bit more lucky in the last few months. So I actually got a few prizes from different companies, like stamps and dies. And like I've only recently started crafting on a regular enough basis since my little daughter is now in creche a few times a week. I actually have a little bit more time for myself and for crafting. So I decided, I know there's loads of lovely releases, but I'll try to be relatively reasonable in terms of my purchases. Now, that being said, I believe I've always been relatively reasonable. I never really spend a huge amount of money on crafty supplies, even though I have a ton, but like I've been doing that for years now, so it's kind of over the years that they build up. But this year I've decided I will try to be even better. And what you see here, that little haul, is actually my very first purchase that I made this year, so I think it's not bad seeing that it's already March. I did win again a few things earlier in the year, so yeah, I might have had to kind of pay shipping here and there for a prize or something if it was a voucher. A lot of prizes I won were actually I was lucky enough that they were items that the company sent to me, so I didn't even have to pay for the shipping, so that was lovely. So I had goodies kind of since the beginning of the year to play with, relatively new goodies, but without actually having to invest any or a lot of money into them, which was lovely. And yeah, I probably wouldn't have even done this purchase, to be perfectly honest with you, if it wasn't for the fact that last week we went to visit our family and friends in Dublin, and I knew that if I make an order with Seven Hills Crafts and if I use Parcel Motel to Ireland, I will be able to avail of great shipping rates, and I needed a few bits and bobs, so I just decided to make a little order. Sorry for that. So yeah, I was thinking long and hard on what to order. I didn't want it to be a massive order, and I was kind of putting things in and out of the basket. Some of the stuff was out of stock. I didn't want to wait for it to be back because I had a very limited window of when I could order. And so in the end, this is my purchase. By the way, massive thank you to Seven Hills Crafts in terms of shipping. I have to say, I have never been that shocked. Now, it's between Seven Hills Crafts and Parcel Motel themselves in Ireland. Genie, seriously, guys, congratulations. I mean, I made my order Thursday night. On Friday, it was already shipped from Seven Hills Crafts. On Saturday, I got an email from Parcel Motel saying, we got your goods, we're gonna deliver them for you. And on Sunday morning, I actually had them to collect, ready for collection. I didn't even know that they worked on Sundays. So, I mean, I barely actually made it to Ireland to even be able to collect them because we were only flying on the Sunday. So it was actually really funny because, I arrived to Ireland and I was like, okay, my packet is here. Like, it's insane. But yeah, so thank you very much, Parcel Motel, and thank you very much, Seven Hills Craft, for a very, very quick shipping. So the little bits and pieces that I got, first of all, I needed to make an order because I was my favorite things, hybrid ink, the black licorice one was already kind of drying out, so I got a little refill, and I've inked my pad now, so hopefully I will finally be able to stamp again without any issues, because I've recently noticed that I had to use my Misty a little more than I would like to, simply because some of the parts of my stamps weren't really properly inked, or inked up. So now hopefully that problem will be gone, so I got myself that little refill. I also got the Nouveau Crystal drops, and this is in color Raspberry Pink. Truth be told, a lot of the colors that I kind of wanted, I wanted the clear ones, I wanted a few other colors, they were actually all out of stock. This was one of the very few that they had left in stock that I actually would even consider using as a, color on my cards. So I took this one just to kind of give the Nouveau drops finally a go and see, do I really like them or not, and then I can start looking for other colors if I need to. So far I've only been using those, the Ranger enamel accents, and I quite like them, I have to say, but they go quite flat, which is nice for when I'm posting cards. And yeah, I post probably 90% of my cards, so they're lovely that they go flat, but sometimes you want to have a little bit more of the roundness. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if they just flatten out like that. These apparently are meant to stay a little bit more round, so I'm gonna play with this one. Like I said, not my first choice of color, but out of the colors that they had available at the time when I made the order, that was the best I could have, so I got that. I also got myself, now that was a little bit of a kind of something, that plus one more thing was a bit of a purchase from the latest releases. This is the Fawn new set of little cubes, so these are the premium dyeing cube pack, and this is called the gazebo pack, here, and this has those 4 lovely colors. So we have plastic flamingo, we have merman, freshly cut grass, and we have a manatee. Now, not really entirely purchased because of the new release, as in, yes, now they have them in the little cubes, so they're a little cheaper. I've been looking at Fawn's inks for a while now, and I wanted to buy a few to try them out. This is an easier kind of investment, it's easier on the pocket to get the little cubes, so I thought, since they came out with the little cubes, I'll give these a go. These are actually quite cute colors. I don't have a nice pink or kind of tealish color, and my grey is slowly drying out that I'm using at the moment, so I thought they would be a good investment to just give them a go and see if I like them, and if I do, then I can consider getting the kind of full-size ink pads. But yeah, since they had the little ones and they're a much better price point, I thought I'd give them a go. And probably the only thing from a very new-ish release was this little Fawn set, which is year 7. That's the year 7 celebrations, and it's the little piñata. I just thought it was so adorable, I really had to just get it. I actually really, even though Fawn stamps, I think they are so cute and adorable, I don't own a lot of them. I again won a few of them, but I think I might be purchasing only 1 or 2 sets, and most of them are the minis actually. I think they're a fantastic price point, and with a lot of them you can do a lot. So I just loved that piñata, and I just had to get it. I had a few other mini sets in my basket, but in the end I took them out, but this guy stayed. I think he's very cute, so I can't wait to use him. I also got this. This has been on my wish list forever. This is the Neat and Tangled Celebrate dies, and this is the one that creates a kind of shadow and then the Celebrate cutout. There's also matching stamps. Didn't get them this time. I decided, I can probably create a lot of different sentiments with what I already have. However, having that die cut is really nice. I was considering getting the Awesome one as well, but in the end I decided Celebrate is kind of more versatile than Awesome, so I'll start with this one. 2 more things that have been on my wish list for a long time, and I decided to add them since they were in stock, are those 2 Mama Elephant dies. This is the little fence. It is called, I don't remember, picket fence or something, mini fence. Well, whatever it is, it's a little fence. It creates kind of it's nice for creating little scenes. And since I have like the nice sets of like sheep and stuff from MFT, I thought having that little fence is always a nice addition. And also I got that zipper die, which I think is really fun. Now there's a fantastic coordinating stamp set with it that has really cool sentiments that go perfectly well with that zipper kind of idea or feature on your card. I didn't get that stamp set because I didn't want to go over a crazy amount of money being spent this time on the shopping. So I might get the coordinating stamp set at some point in the future, but I'll see whether I'll be able to just make it with whatever I have already. Hopefully I'll be able to use something already with this. I think it's really cute. It's kind of a different feature that not many cards would normally have. So I'm looking forward to using this. Then I got those balloons from MFT. That's already a little bit of an order release from last year. This is called Big Balloons and it's a 6x6 stencil, and I think they're very versatile. I've seen a lot of really great work done with these, and in the end I finally caved in and I said, okay, stencils are not so hyper expensive. I shall get this one and we'll see how we go with it. I also have the Clarity brushes that I got for Christmas from my family, so I think they will go nicely as well in creating those balloons. I also finally caved in and got the bears from MFT. This is the Berry Special Birthday. I've been resisting this for a very, very long time. A crafty friend of mine from Instagram sent me, the stamped out images and the cut out images. And I have to say, I pretty much used them all, and she sent me quite a lot. And she sent me, those both on Copic friendly paper and watercolor paper, and I kind of played with them so much and made so many cards with them and loved them. And in the end I decided, okay, since I liked them so much and I used them so much, it's gonna be time to finally get a set of my own. I didn't get the coordinating dies now, so if needs be, I'll need to cut them out by myself, but as you know, I normally don't mind doing that. And these are not super fiddly images, apart from maybe those candles here. They're not really hyper fiddly images to cut out. So I'm hoping I'll be able to do that. Now the perk of having the set is also that you have the sentiments, which I didn't have, and they go really nicely with the bears. But even if we just wanted to use the normal, happy birthday sentiments, they'll go great as well. What I really like is the one that says so much cake, so little room. I think it's like one of the cutest sentiments from here. But also there's a very normal, which is happy birthday my friend, which would go really nicely with this, by the way. So yeah, I just really wanted to finally have that set, and I said, yeah, I've seen it long enough and I've played with it now and I know I'm going to use it. I love those bears and I think they will stay probably in my stash forever. I don't think I will ever tire of them. So finally got some Birdie Brown. I think I only have the sheep from last year, and since then, I mean, there were so many beautiful items released and I never bought them because I was like, ugh. But yeah, the bears I finally caved in. I had to get them, so we'll see if any other stamps are good enough to join that collection. And last but not least, I actually got this. This was just a total random purchase, to be honest with you. It's the Hero Arts palette of the Daniel Smith's watercolors. So these are basically little drops of color that were supposed to match the recent Hero Arts release color-wise. So there are a few colors that they chose to match their new release, I think. And basically, yeah, what these are, they're just tiny drops that you can use for watercoloring your images. I don't actually own any professional or any watercolor for the matter. I think I only have a box of like a Tesco watercolor for €1.50. I mostly use distressings for watercoloring, and for my needs and abilities this is pretty much enough. But since this was really inexpensive, I thought I'd give it a go and just see, do I find that, painting with some kind of more professional watercolors makes any difference for me or not. In fairness, I still don't have any fantastic brushes. I just have brushes again from, like, I think it's from Tiger that I have them. Like, I find them really good, but they're definitely not the silver brushes or anything like that. But either way, I just thought I'd give it a go, and I'll just see, do I like, painting with professional stuff a little bit more, And should I even consider maybe not getting even Daniel Smith ones, but you know, should I consider getting decent enough watercolors, or should I not even go there because I'm going to be totally useless? So we'll see. I have to say I'm a little upset at this green over here. As you can see, like all of these kind of are very nice thick drops, so you can get a bit of color of them. This little green here unfortunately kind of smeared around the page, and there isn't a lot of dimension here of that color, which is a pity because it's a beautiful green color. So I'm a little bit upset that there's very little of this particular color, because surely I will be probably painting mostly florals, so having green like that especially would be lovely. But I mean, there's a few other green colors here, and I'm hoping that when I kind of do a little swatch next to the little dots, that they won't be as dark when you kind of water them down. So it's a pity that this one is a little bit small, or looks at least smaller than the rest of them. But yeah, I mean, this was really inexpensive. I don't remember now, it was like €3 or something. Well, more expensive than my whole watercolor set from Tesco. But either way, I just thought I'd give them a go and just try and see how I like it. So this is my little haul. Yeah, as you know, crafty people, even though it's not a very big haul, it still costs a bit of money. So as I'm trying to be really good this year, I am probably not going to have many haul videos coming your way in the nearest future, but you never know. I am hoping to run a D-stash in the next week or two as well. So if that goes successfully, and if I make a little bit of cha-ching out of my D-stash, I might treat myself in the next month or two with some other goodies that have been on my wish list, kind of a, oh, I just think it's cute and not because I need it, kind of a list. So yeah, we'll see how the D-stash goes. I also have, I think, a $75 gift card still over at Simon Says, so I'm holding on to it like to my dear life, for my dear life really. I'm trying not to spend it yet. I'm trying to wait for some kind of a super duper sale or some kind of a release that I will really not be able to resist. And you know, like there might be some essentials that I will need that I can, for example, only purchase in the States or something. So that gift card for now is kind of waiting for maybe hopefully the second half of the year or a little bit later anyways. But yeah, I've got enough goodies to play with, and trust me, there's still a ton of stuff I haven't used that I have here in my little basket. So fingers crossed I will have more time in the next few weeks to create, and I'll be able to share all of my projects with you. And for now, thanks very much. Bye!